Hi everyone. So a lot of you who are Magic fans will get a general gist of the application that I've pulled up here. We're going to be using this. It's called Pocket Price. I'm currently on chickatrice.net server, and so I'm going to be playing on here for a little bit until I can afford Magic Online, until I can get the cards, until some donations come in. If you guys want to see me play online, if you guys want to see certain decks or anything, donate for the decks. I'll be more than happy to do streams, including live streams, for the decks that you guys donate for, you guys suggest. It'll be easier until I get donations, until I get the account set up, all that stuff. It's all financial stuff. It is complicated. Any donations, I will say this before anything else, they're not going to be going to my own personal life. They're going to be going towards the channel. I'm doing this for fun. So we're going to start off with a deck that I have been playing a little bit of recently, and I actually am enjoying this deck a lot. It's strange. It's modern. It's Mono Artifact Prison. If you look over here on the right, we're going to just click through, and you'll see all of them pop up right here. Bottle Cloister right here. So we're going to go one Bottle Cloister, a couple Chalices, a Crucible. Now, there is a Damping Spear in the main, and I haven't decided on whether or not I'm going to take it out. I do like keeping it in, mainly for the fact for Tron. The other powerhouse that this helps with, it's Storm. This is basically a 2-in-1 utility. I've only got one copy in the entire 75, but it helps. Not only does it shut Tron lands pretty much down without having to Ghost Quarter them out, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, if they find a way to pop an Oblivion Stone before you get a Sorcerer's Spyglass out or something like that, then you'll have the Ghost Quarters are a good reaction for that. You also have Attack Edge. But with Academy Ruins, you just get this back anyway. And then you just replay it on your turn. And the second part of it is how it says each player, or each spell a player casts costs one more to cast for each other spell that player has cast this turn. Now, there has been some confusion in a couple of games I've played where someone has, we're going to counter this and then counter this, and then your next spell's, it was on upkeep, I don't remember what they played. It was a blue spell, it was a draw spell. And then I went to play a Witchbane Orb for 4. And they go, no, that costs 5. I go, no, it doesn't. Read the card. You have to read the card. It only costs 1 more for me for every other spell I have cast this turn. Just because you cast a spell, it's not a Storm mechanic as far as both players. It's only Storm for one player, if you understand that. So if you go, I'm going to Manamorphose with a Boros with, I don't remember his name. Baral. If you have Baral out and you go, cool, I'm going to Manamorphose for 1 red, get a red and a blue, Manamorphose again, I'm going to ramp up and use rituals and stuff. It doesn't work that way anymore. Because of this making you have to pay more every time you cast more spells. So it shuts Storm down very quickly, and it helps, especially against Tron. So we have that in the main. And this is another one that a lot of people have thought didn't need to really be in the main, especially 3 of them, but I'm running 3 Engineered Explosives in this list. I have noticed more games than not where I'm happy to lose 1 or 2 of them to any graveyard removal. And this is Hades. She'll probably be joining on stream. So, as I was saying, the Engineered Explosives, 1 or 2 easily lost graveyard hate. It doesn't bother me that much. Being able to cycle just 1 of them through the yard afterwards is more than enough after I shut down any more graveyard hate. Especially, you drop a Sorcerer's Spyglass on a Scooz, and then another one on a Nihil Spellbomb. And that shuts down Jund and all sorts of hate bear decks like that. Throw it on a Tormod's Crypt or a Relic of Progenitus, and it shuts down their graveyard removal. So it helps. Surgicals is definitely one of the best hate cards against this deck. especially if they manage to hit our main win con, which is right here, Ipnu Rivulet. We're going to be milling them to death. And then we also have, for everyone out there saying, hey, no, Eldrazi, they can just, drops it at hand size and discard and continue to cycle through that and blah, 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 forever. Tormod's Crypt in the main. You don't take this out very often, just for the simple fact that it's a 0-drop. It can be fetched up through our, basically any, we have, let's see, we've got Teleria West that fetches for it. This deck is full of tutors. We have, Avengers Fair that tutors for it. We have Academy Ruins that cycles any of our artifacts continuously. So that's really helpful, especially all of the Mox Opals and Pyre Spell Bombs to be able to draw through a little faster if we need to. We are also running a Crucible. It helps a lot. We have 4 of Ensnaring Bridge. Yes, we're running that kind of deck. We're going to basically lock them out. We have 3 maps, 4 baubles, 4 opals. We have a singleton of a spell bomb. We're running 3 Spyglass, and I've found this card to be very useful against literally anything. Anything you can imagine, this card has use against. There are very few decks out there that this doesn't have some sort of use. Especially blue-white control I've found to be a very, very hard deck to fight against. Game 2, it gets a little easier if you can sneak in, get Padim down. You've also got your spell skites, stuff like that to be able to bounce around your cryptic command. It helps. So, Sorcerer Spyglass, basically, in those matchups, first off, you're going to name Jace. Then you're going to name Celestial Colonnade. You don't really care about Teferi as much. If you have the Hexproof going on, then Teferi's not going to do anything. If you can't seem to get the Hexproof, then make sure you name Teferi over Jace. It's common sense. You have plenty of fetches. You have Recursion. Your Engineered Explosives, it's easier to hit the 4 for Jace than it is the 5 for Teferi. You can Engineered for 5 in here. We are running 2 Glimmer Voids, a Watery Grave, and a Steam Vents, and plenty of fetches. We've got 3 Deltas and a Misty. We also have, like I said, the Teleria West that lets you fetch any lands you need, any 0-drop artifacts you might, come across or anything. We also have a Ghost Quarter. If we've got a Crucible out, we can Ghost Quarter ourselves, go and get our islands and stuff, thin out our deck a little bit. Best sort of deal. Now, we're running a Tezzerator, Ancient of Bolas. We're running this in the main over the Seeker for a few reasons. The main one being mana cost. Having Tezzerator being at 4 brings our curve to Tezzerator Cloister being our top end in the main board. Not only can we continue to plus him while we dig for more artifacts, whether it be utility artifacts or just 0-drops, just so we don't have anything in our hand and get artifact count up. We can neg 1 and get a good blocker against the nobles, that sort of deal going on. We can win through him with his neg 4 and just murder our opponent through that. A lot of people would say, hey, Tezzerator the Seeker is a lot better. Why not have him in the main? I've got 2 of Tezzerator the Seeker on the side. Mainly for the fact that his neg X is what you're normally going to use him for. Now, you can use him for his +1 to do some crazy little things as far as maybe you need to tap all your artifacts for a War of Invention, and then you need your Mox Opal untapped for more mana to do something more crazy or something like that. It's happened maybe once or twice, but it's helpful. But the neg X is what you're going to use it for mostly. You're going to neg 0 a lot, get a bunch of your welding jars. We're running, I believe, 4. No, we're running 3. We're running 3 of them, so you want to get those out as soon as possible. Tezzerator the Seeker helps you do that. Just, hey, neg 0, as soon as you drop him, go get a welding jar. If you have bridge out and basically no hand size, then he stays alive, and you just go and fetch up everything else. You can neg 3, go get your Crucible, that sort of deal. I feel he's much more useful in the side in matchups where you need to just drop him, and sometimes you're going to have to pay 5 CMC for a Witchbane Orb. You're paying 1 extra cost to be able to basically use him as a utility with his neg in that case, which is, to me, useful. He also goes and gets the Crucible of Worlds. He goes and gets another Ensnaring Bridge. He goes and gets the... He's very utility-based, and you don't really need him in every match. I don't feel... personally. So we're going to go ahead. I'm not going to go through the whole sideboard. I'm not going to go through the whole deck. I've given a pretty general rundown, and all of you are probably going nuts about it. So first off, we're going to go ahead and clear the filter here. So we only have the games that we can currently join. And right here, we have a modern competitive test. We're going to go ahead and we're going to join this guy. Load up our prison deck. And you'll see that I've got a bunch of random decks here. I don't know why that I've made so many, but I have, and that's just how things are. So we're going to go ahead and load this up. We're going to go ahead and give him good luck. Sounds good. And then we're going to start. All right, so here you can see the whole list here while we're waiting on him. Anytime that anyone has any questions or anything during the live stream or wants to see a card or anything or whatever, let me know so I can make sure you see it. So we're going to go ahead and roll the die. We're going to roll an 8. And he rolls a 6. So we're going to go ahead and play. On here, it's common knowledge. You just hit pass and it goes like that. So we're going to shuffle up our library. We're going to draw our opening hand. I'm not too keen on this. But if we draw any lands, it gets super good. So we're going to test some luck here. We're going to keep this. And we're just going to go to Laria West. And I think that's going to be it, since I don't care if we have to discard the welding jar. If they decide to die okay and take that over Crucible, no one ever really does. More than likely, we're going to lose Crucible or were in that situation. So we're going to find out what he's on, what he's playing. Darksteel Citadel, ooh. And there's the Memnite. So we're either playing Hardened Scales or Affinity. Well, it is a competitive test. So maybe he's just trying to test out a different version of a map or something. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take the 2 here. It ain't going to bother us any. We're going to go ahead, throw out the Watery Grave. Get that out there, untapped. And we're going to tap it for the map. Then we're going to play another map. We're going to get both of our maps out. And I feel like here is probably a good spot just to drop the welding jar, just in case. Because I really don't want to lose either of these maps. He's saying, okay, it's all good. He ain't going to do anything in response. Computer's starting to lag up a little bit. Kind of the downside here, but like I said, any donations anyone does give or anything is going right back into the channel. It's not going for my personal life. It's going to go towards getting the account, updating, the computer for the software and everything, all that sort of stuff. So he's doing 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's stock guys. It's definitely going to be sort of a. Is he all right? I'll let him do it. I'll let him do it. That's perfectly fine. He ain't gonna have a chance soon anyway. Come on up, girl. Come on. Hades wants to say hello again. We're gonna draw. We get an island. That's gonna be helpful. We have Crucible in hand, but I don't know if I want to crack a map. I kind of want to, I'm going to crack a map, actually, instead of playing the island. And we're going to go ahead and play an Academy Ruins. No, we're going to go ahead and get Inventor's Fair first. So we're going to go ahead and get this. Sadly, we're not going to have the 3 anymore. Not yet. But we will the following turn. We're only taking 2 again. And it looks like it's some affinity brew that he's got going on. So we're going to find out exactly what's up here in a minute. So he's fetching again. He's getting just an island. I mean, is black-blue? I don't know. Maybe he's got, there it is, the Thopter Foundry. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's where we're going to have to draw a line. And, ow, baby. Stop clawing. We're going to have to kick this up a little bit here. We don't have much longer before he starts going crazy, and I don't know if he has any counters. So we need to make sure we get everything set up now. So we're going to go ahead and play this. We can dig with that, but I would rather just go ahead and tap out entirely while he's only got the Citadel. Seeing as it is black-blue, he's got the Thopter Foundry. We're going to go ahead, we're going to whir 3. Let them know it's going to be 3. Do the library. Go ahead and get a bridge out. Throw that down and then get it shuffled up. Alright, now we're going to pass turn. We've got a welding jar to keep that alive for now as well. So we've got some options for everything. He's going to do that again a little. Get a Thopter token. Okay, that's perfectly fine. It ain't going to do anything. I guess you're just deciding you don't want a 0-2 flying blocker. But okay. Probably a good choice considering. So let's see. He's going to go ahead and dig out another land. Alright. Let's see. He's playing Antiquities. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this card, especially in my own deck. I don't really like it. It's not that useful. It's an enchantment, so I can't go, digging through with anything else and stuff. So he's got the Sword of the Meek out now. So if we can get a Sorcerer's Spyglass, it's gonna hurt him a lot. We're gonna name Thopter Foundry at that point, and it's just gonna hurt. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna untap. We're gonna draw. See what we get. We get a Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter's not gonna do anything for us right now. But we are gonna play. Whoop! New Rivulet. We're supposed to gain life there. Like I said, on this, it doesn't matter much about some triggers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and throw out. No, we're gonna 3. We're gonna throw out the Crucible this turn. We're just gonna play Crucible and pass. That'll be fine. Then we got 2 mana. We can Expedition Map. Go ahead and get something. I want to get Academy Ruins so that I can Welding Jar, loop, and protect everything. I do know when his next turn comes, he will not be able to do anything as far as attacking unless he has a Cryptic Command. Cryptic Command on the bridge is going to be very painful. Kind of hoping not. A Scrap Trawler. I really don't know what he's playing. It is a modern test, so it's weird. That's for sure. So go ahead and swing in the 3. That's fine. Next turn, we do need to throw down Tezzerator if I can afford to. I would really like to be able to throw down Tezzeret. Hopefully find a spyglass, shut down his foundry. He's got a spell. What is all of this in the main? Wow. Now I want now I want a spyglass just for that spell bomb. That's actually going to be more important. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to draw. We get another tool area west. That's not good. I feel like we have no choice. We're going to have to throw that down. I would like to transmute to Larios, honestly. Oh, yes, we're going to transmute, go into library, get an opal. Yep. And then we're going to drop the opal. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just Tezzeret. And then we're going to plus Tezzeret set counters to 4. So we're taking the top 5 of the library. Let's see. There's some engineered explosives I would really like. Nothing though that's really gonna be super useful right now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the Tormod Crypt, and we're gonna play that right now. I would have liked another welding jar at this point. I'm not liking seeing the explosives disappear so soon though. Kind of sucks, but that is what it is. Chromatic star. To make a token, and he gets to draw still. That's actually pretty neat being able to do that interaction. It does get him some card draw, but unless he's got a way to bounce the Crucible, then I mean, he's got a bunch of artifacts now that are 5/5s. Dark Steel. I was just reminding him. He's got a bunch of 5/5s. He can't do anything unless he can bounce my bridge. Well, there's a scrap trawler. Unless he's planning on just sort of the meeking. I mean, okay. We're going to pop it now and get him to use up his stuff. So, we're just going to go ahead and get him to use everything up that we can. So, it's perfectly fine, especially if he's going to spell bomb us now. I don't care about that. It ain't going to be a danger. We don't have any... We have Teleria West in our yard, so we can play that for turn if we don't have a land drop. So go ahead and do your thing. You're doing a bunch of cycling. That's perfectly fine. I mean, that's part of the game here, which kind of sucks, honestly. Some of the interactions on here take a long time because we have to do them all manually. So it is what it is. So he's right now just trying to create a little mini army with his sword and get back some things and cycle some stuff up with the scrap trawler. So that's perfectly okay. I'll let him do all that he wants. So we managed to hit some lands, the Thoughtcast. We got the War out, and a Memnite and Ornithopter are left. I mean, it's not the best Stormhound's Crib, but if we can... yeah, he's trying to organize, and it's not working too well. So that's a thing. Oh, he's passing turn to us now. Okay, so we'll take that. We're gonna stop on upkeep and gain our life. Then we're gonna go draw for turn. We're getting a Delta. That kind of sucks. We're gonna go ahead and play it. We're gonna up Tez, add a counter, and go dig in top 5 again. We're probably more than likely gonna end up winning through Tez this game. There's another welding jar. There's 2 welding jars there. That kind of sucks because I would have liked to have both of them right now, but we're only going to get one for the cycle of the deck. Kind of sucks. But, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 currently. We also have Inventor's Fair to be able to go fetch on the end of their turn, which I kind of want to do. I don't know what we're going to fetch, though. I feel like we should probably just go and fetch another bridge. It's probably going to be useful. So, just because he's playing black-blue, and I don't know if he's got any cryptic commands or anything like that in his deck, he's trying to obviously run a combo deck here with Scrap Trawler and Thopter Foundry. So I feel like going and getting Bridge is probably a good option here. Just another little soft hold. Yep, go ahead. Yep, he's going to cycle Star and Sword. That's actually pretty good with a Trawler out. Lets him draw. It is going to be a little hard to kill him through Tezzerator just because of how much he can honestly do that. So we might end up having to go through the mill plan. Either way, I do want to get Bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll give us 7 artifacts to drain him for 14. Plus, we could go as far as just plussing Tezzerator, playing some more artifacts, going that route. I feel like I have not much choice but to no, because oof. That spell bomb right now with the Inventor's Fair. Yeah, I'm gonna have to crack it. This feels so, I don't like it. I don't like this at all right now. So we're going to go ahead and do our library. And we're going to go ahead and get another bridge to put into hand. And then untap, upkeep. Give me a second to respond. No. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and draw. We're getting Glimmer Void. Main phase, we sadly cannot play Inventor's Fair this turn because we have to drop the land since they're running a token army. So we're going to go ahead and play Bridge here. Then we're going to add a counter to Tezzerator. And we're going to go fetching again, top 5. There's a spyglass. Okay, so this is going to make things interesting. This means, do we name, what do we name here is the question. Are we going to name Nihil Spellbomb or Thopter Foundry? If he's going to give it to us, I feel like we name Spellbomb. Reveal your hand to me. Swords. 2 swords and a polluted delta. So we don't even need to see that. I feel like we're going to name Spellbomb. Which pretty much shuts down a lot. Or we can name Thopter Foundry and kill him. I kind of want to name Foundry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can put him to 16 right now. So, 8. Yeah, I feel like Thopter Foundry and go for the win. So we're gonna set annotation to Thopter Foundry. And pass the turn. This is why it's called prison lock. You can't attack through the bridge. Welding jars to keep everything alive. Crucible to start dragging lands back. Spyglasses shut down all your activations. And right now, it's a tough one between Thopter Foundry and Nihil Spellbomb. He's got 4. Dropping his own tezzerator. Okay. So this seems like it is tezzerator, some form of tezzerator. The more and more I see of it. So he can kill us next turn, which isn't good. So we need to not draw a land. 7, 8. Feasibly, actually. Oh, yeah. That's what I did not want to see happen. Because we needed that Inventor's Fair. Now we definitely need a War of Invention or something. Or if Tezzeret finds our one of Witchbane, is Witchbane in the main? I believe it is. Yes, we do have 1 Witchbane in the main. So we definitely need to go ahead and draw that immediately. Otherwise, we lose here. So we're looking at that right now. What are we going to draw? It's a whir! Look at that! All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and 3 and then tap 1, 2. Do we get a Spyglass and just name Tezzeret? I feel like that's the better option here. Is we just get a Spyglass and then name Tezzeret. That way he can't even dig with Tezzeret. So we're going to go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, and 2. We're going to 2. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to go to another Spyglass. I'd rather just keep him from activating it entirely, other than getting the Witchbane. So we're going to go ahead and get Sorcerer's Spyglass. Sorcerer's Spyglass. And we're going to name Tezzeret Angel and Bolus either way. Agent of Bolus. Yeah, he's got 2 lands and 2 swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna go ahead and plus again on tezzerator. Library, view top cards. What? Why are you? Right. My bad. All right. So we're that wasn't something I was thinking through all the way. I should have gone the wood pain. That's fine. I can go ahead and I can actually get an engineered explosives. I can find one, and we're gonna go ahead and blow up the world. So he's just playing everything out. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm not gonna have enough on board when I blow the EE though. Although I kind of want to, well, yeah, we will. We'll be fine with that. I want to set this 1, honestly. So we're just going to set this on 1, call it good. So, I'm planning on popping 2, so those will go away. Well, actually, welding jar will go in place of that, so we'll lose 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right now is what we will have after I pop an E on 2. And that's going to be the hard thing, is making sure we get enough. And we need like 11 right now. So right now it's just, I've got him pretty much locked out. He can't do just about anything right now. So we're just going to go ahead. Oh, there's a Mishra's Bauble. We're going to go ahead and just let that sit out. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that will be out. So we need 2 more, and then we need to find a engineered explosives. So I'm gonna have to look over here. How I've got it set up, I'm actually streaming to myself on the television setup so that I can actually see better while I'm playing. We're gonna go ahead and play another Mishra's Bauble. Perfectly fine with me right now. And then end the turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 more and an engineered explosives, and we win on the spot. So that's the thought and hope right now, is to get that done. It can't be a 2-drop. It can't be our last spyglass. That's going to be what puts us away. Empty-handed. Asking if it's okay. I'm empty-handed, dude. I'm all good. I'm not going to pop the bubbles. There's really no point. I don't want to draw extra cards. I don't want to put myself in that kind of situation for it all. It's just going to be a bad situation for me. So I would rather sit here, play the long game, or we're just going to pass back and forth for a little bit. I'd rather... Ooh. Now, this is where things get a little complicated. So I can actually, over the course of the next couple turns, I can whir for 0. Crack the map, go get Academy Ruins, play the Academy Ruins, and then will have to rebuild slightly, but it will guarantee us the win there through that. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to do Ghost Quarter, and we're just going to tap the Rivulet. And actually, no, we're actually going to start milling them out. We might as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're for 4. 4. Go with the Wishbane. That way I don't care if we just pop the thing and whatever at any time. Perfectly fine with me at that point. I've got the Witchbane out. So we're gonna go ahead and pass turn. And we're gonna start milling. And we might as well just do this just for the simple fact that until we get an engineered explosives, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're at enough where if we do draw an engineered explosives and pop it on to crack a jar to save the Thopter Foundry named Sorcery Spyglass, we can kill them instantly. So this is again why I don't like Antiquities War. I'd rather have War gets me exactly what I need instead of digging, and then, oh hey, my creatures are big creatures, but I'm playing 4 Ensnaring Bridge, so they can at that point just kill off everything. Yep, all good. It's gonna be a little bit of a slog fest here, dude. It's been half an hour already, just because of one misplay. I should have went and just gotten the Witchbane Orb, and that was my own doing. So we're going to go ahead and try to end this now. We're going to draw an arrow, doop, and mill you for 4. Over a few turns, we just win. Spellbomb, Memnite, another Tezzerator, and Sword of the Meek all go hit the yard. Okay. We're going to untap. And draw for turn. And it's a map. So we're going to go ahead and just have this Teleria West and throw the map out, just so we don't have it in our hand. And it's also a good sign because it lets us play a land drop this turn in the form of Ipnu Rivulet. So we're going to go ahead and do that and pass turn. That is one of those turns where I could have, instead of getting back the Rivulet, I could have cracked the map for Academy of Ruins and played it, so I could have basically an upkeep, sack a welding jar, put it on top of my library, and draw that so that I can just Ipnu Rivulet forever. It is a much cleaner setup, but for now we're just going to go ahead and mill you away. Sadly, our Tormund script is in exile. We got a Scrap Trawler, Liliana of the Veil. This deck doesn't say like anything. How? Liliana ult. Target. Read her ult, please. Controls. Not trying to be a prick about things like this, but come on, dude. So it's people like that that just make me go slightly insane sometimes. We're gonna go ahead, throw up some Aether Grids. I feel like this is one of those matchups where bringing at least one Seeker in is gonna be okay. I don't have to worry too much about Welding Jar. I do want Torpor Orb in. because that'll stop Sword of the Meek from cycling. So I want to keep Spyglass in. I'm not too heavy on the chalices. They're not gonna do like anything for me here. So we're gonna cut. We're gonna cut all three out. And the damping sphere again it's one of those matchups where it doesn't work, but it still has uses throughout its lifetime. So we're gonna ready up with this. Let's see what we can dig up. I actually like this. This is a good start. I'm gonna keep this hand. Just for the fact that I've got the Academy Ruin and an Aether Grid, I've got an Engineered Explosives and a Welding Jar. So through Delta, I can actually go turn one and go fetch up a Steam Vent, which is probably what I'm going to do. And then from there, with the map and everything else, it's going to just get nasty. So, actually, I don't need to get it quite yet. So we can, I kind of want to go and get it now. I kind of want to just go grab it now. 1, 2, 3. Library, we're going to go and get Steam Vents. And put that out. And we're going to tap that. Yep, 3 life lost for an expedition map. Just because I would rather make sure we have that red source for when we end turn. For when we drop the Aether Grid. Next turn, I'm probably gonna Thopter Foundry already. Alright, well. Someone's wasting no time to get going. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna draw. Like I was saying, I want to make sure that we can get everything going as fluently as possible right now. So we can actually, instead of mapping, I kind of want to drop this Engineered Explosives right here on 2. And we're just going to pass turn. He asked for a minute, so we're just going to, it's on him. He needs a minute or something. Okay. We're just going to, all good. Yep. Right, so we dropped the Engineer on 2. He's only going to get a couple tokens out of it if he does get anything out of it. Which we can easily clear out with the Aether Grid. So that's going to be something I want to do. He's trying to set up, and I'm trying to set up too. So I feel like next turn, we drop the Aether Grid, and that way, any tokens that he makes, we can just kill off and get going from there. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna. I didn't see him have anything special as far as land destruction. I don't want to drop the Academy Ruins quite yet. So we're gonna go ahead and drop an island, and we're gonna lope and drop an Aether Grid, and then drop a Welding Jar. And then we're gonna pass turn and see what he does. If he makes a token, I'm just gonna kill it off. There's no point in letting it live. So we're gonna find out what all he's gonna do here. He's gonna Thoughtcast again. Okay, so he's drawing up. He's trying to get some sort of answers here. Having Engineered on 2 and an Aether Grid out is a really hard thing to answer. So I'm going to be tapping Engineered and Expedition to do damage so I can Welding still mess with the Welding Jar in case he wants to try anything funny. I don't have to tap it. I know that. It just, in my own mind, it just feels better. So Spellbomb. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and U for 1. Untap. We're going to draw. We're going to go to Tezzerator West, which we can actually put out another welding jar. I'm seeing only spires and stuff like that. I'm not seeing any land hate, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to throw out the Academy runes. Might build a bake something at worst. So let's see here. I want to get a 0 drop. So I'm gonna actually go ahead right now and transmute this Tezzerator West into another welding jar. Just because I do have a bridge in hand, and an Aether Grid out on the battlefield. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go get another welding jar and throw that down. Turn. If he makes any tokens, I'm just gonna bolt them down, and then anything else I'm just gonna start hitting to his face. Next turn, drop the rivulet, drop bridge, and then I might kill the foundry. Maybe. Like I said, it'll probably be worth it to drop that. Throne of Geb, sacrifice an artifact to proliferate up to 3. Touche here, touche. Okay. I mean, that kind of sucks. That was a good play. It definitely sucks. So I'm not going to be able to pop the engineered because I don't want to lose my Aether Grid. So, but we are going to go ahead and we're going to actually shoot down Ornithopter. Kill Ornithopter. I want that dead. Just because I don't want to continue getting tokens out of it. What do we draw? We're going to draw Whir. So we're going to actually go ahead and we're going to... This is going to be funny. We're going to do this. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to 3... No, we're going to tap all of our mana. 5. We're going to Whir for 2. Whir for 2. Library, view library. And we're going to go ahead and drop the Torpor Orb. Go ahead. End the turn. Oh god, that is just such a good feeling right there. So I will say this on the first videos and everything. It's gonna be mature content. I mean, come on. I do curse sometimes. I can't say that I don't. You know, that sort of thing. It's my life. My life is my life. So, there will be times where, especially on live stream or something, I'm gonna be, you know, smoking or something, and some of it's probably gonna end up on the camera and stuff while I'm in the live stream. There's nothing I can do to edit that during the live stream. But it's one of those things where, hey, you know, this is this. So, what is he gonna do? He's got his own Aether Grid out. Okay. That's why I got the torp rope, dude. Sword today's in the graveyard. Uh-huh. Alright, so through Foundry, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and hit you for one. You one kill token. Alright, we're gonna take another in response. You take a damage. One, two, you, yep. There we go. Alright. Loop. Let's see what we can do here. Tezzerator the Seeker. Oh, this is gonna be harsh. Because we're just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna 5. Drop Tezzerator. -4. Kill him. Gonna ping me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I'm dropping Wishbane Orb now. Alright. I've got 3 shots a turn now. And I've locked them out pretty well, actually. I'm really happy with this. Torpor Orb, to shut down the sword ever coming back without having to go and get a Sorcerer's Spyglass and then just name Thopter Foundry. This way, he can't recur it, and if he wants artifact tokens, he's going to have to sacrifice his other artifacts. It's going to be a weird interaction. That's fine. I don't care. He can gain a life here and there. The Witchbane Orb, he can no longer target me with the Aether Grid. And he can no longer target me with Spellbomb. So I'm pretty much set up now with 2 Welding Jars where he's locked. You kill both Torpor Orb and Witchbane through Welding Jars. Academy Ruins to recur jars. Since you can't target me with bullets. Okay. He's trying here. He's gonna nag and make a 5/5 creature. 5/5 creature. Okay. I don't get it. Okay. And 9 next turn I drop bridge. Okay. I'm cool with this. I've got enough to ping you down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna hit you 3. Actually, we're gonna kill Tez, hit you 1. Okay, Tez at 1. Tez at 1. I mean, valiant effort, dude. Okay. Let's bridge. GG. GG, dude. GG. I kind of want to... Yeah, I'm going to crack the map. Crack the map. And then library, view library. We're going to go ahead and Inventor's Fair. And drop that for turn. 2. Draw arrow, kill tezzerator. Alright, we're gonna move the bridge over here. Now we've pretty much got you completely locked out now. So I wish you would just give in. You're strangled, bro. I've got Torpor Orb, so you can't do your Thought Foundry with your sword. And I don't want anything else going on, any other shenanigans, so I'm just bringing in Torpor Orb instead of Sorcerous Spyglass. You can't target me with Tezzerator or Agent or Liliana, so Witchbane's gone. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Literally, you probably die next turn. You can gain 3 life right now. So you go up to 17. I hit you for 2. You're back down to 15. And then hit you for 3. You're down to 12. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You lose. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and hit you for 2. Come on, just give in. Just give in, dude. It's over. Okay. I've got a stranglehold. There's a tech edge. I even got a land again. Oh, I'll show you in life. Alright, so we're gonna go. Ooh, I need black mana. Ooh. I didn't think that through. We're gonna go ahead and do Academy Ruins, target map, and map on top, and pass turn. And just pass the turn. I don't have a choice. You know, he lives another one. We're gonna draw a map, play it and crack it, go get Watery Grave. So sure. Okay. That in the background would be my phone. I have it on so that I can talk to my fiance, keep up to date on things, make sure everything's all right. She likes to contact me while she can, so I like to make sure that she has a way to be able to do that. We're going to take a break after this match is up. We're going to upload this video for you guys by the time you watch it. I'm probably going to be already starting on a couple other videos or possibly even my live stream. So if you do happen to see this before my first live stream, please make sure you're there. I'm going to be doing live streams every weekday from 9 to 11. It's going to be a 2-hour live stream then. And then after noon, it's going to be from 12:30 to 3:30, another 3-hour live stream every day, Monday through Friday. Other than that, I'm probably going to do some live streams throughout the nights. Those schedules are going to vary. I'm going to have to wait for them. But so far, I'm going to have that set at a 9 to 11 and then a 12:30 to 3:30 every day for you guys. Monday through Friday is what it's going to end up being. A lot of live streaming for all of that and stuff. And the more donations I get and everything, the better everything's going to be. We're going to go ahead and we're going to shoot this guy down. Just shoot him down. Bye-bye. Yep. All good. Okay. I'm guessing getting Spellbomb back? No, probably a star. Probably going to be a star. Yep. I figured. That way they can at least draw through some. I still don't think that he understands how the whole mechanic works with targeting. So, yeah, he's going to play a star, and he's probably going to throw it to Thopter Foundry, and then we're going to hit him for 2. And then next turn, kill him through Tezzerator. So he's doing what he can through his Foundry to gain some life. I mean, you can't blame him for at least trying, putting in some effort here. He's trying. It's just having Torpor Orb shut down the sword and Witchbane for the Aether Grid is just really good. And then I've got 2 welding jars, covering those with an engineering bridge, and there's nothing really that he can do. Okay, so he's got an Ornithopter he can sack to the Foundry as well. He's trying to get himself a couple creatures to be able to build with, but it's not going to do anything. Yeah. Torpor Orb doesn't shut down Scrap Trawler, unfortunately, because it is a death trigger. Nothing entering the battlefield. So that does kind of suck. He's going to pass turn. We're going to go ahead and 2 to him. 2 to you. Draw, get the map. Now we're going to play map. Then we're going to go ahead and crack map. Or no, I don't want that. I want you tapped for it. I don't even care that I missed the trigger for the Winner's Fair. I'm just trying to get the point across to this guy that it's over. View library. Go and get the Watery Grave. Play the Watery Grave for turn. I'll take 2. And then black, blue, 1, 2. Tezzy's coming out to play. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to set counters to 4. We'll go ahead and sneak peek the top of the library. Top 5. What do we got? Oh, Jesus. Just so much nope everywhere. So I feel like I'm going to just get the Spell Bomb. I'm going to just get the Spell Bomb and pay 1 for it and pass the turn. Alright. So it's over. 1, 2, 3. I currently have 3 Aether Grid activations, knock him down to 5. He doesn't have that much in the way of, he's got Ornithopter, that is Sacrifice, so it's not like he can go infinite with a Dark Steel Citadel, which would be broken as all crap. Okay, he's getting rid of his own throne. Alright. He's trying. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna hit him for 3. Right now, he's got an Ornithopter, a Scrap Trawler, Mox Opal, the Chromatic Star, his own Thopter Foundry. Through the Trawler, he'll be able to return the Star. I don't know if he's got any other 0 drops. Does he have any other Ornithopter Midnights? Nope. So he's just gonna get a draw. And the good thing about the Pirate Spell Bomb is you just pay a red and sack it. You don't have to tap it. So that I can actually right now use it to tap with everything, hit him for 3. Then my next turn, if I draw another artifact, I can actually hit him for 4, and then it'll become 6 after I sack the spell bomb, hit him, right in the face for 6. Total next turn, so that'll give me a total of 9, and then tezzerator kills. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's trying very hard just to survive. 6, 7. I'm hitting him for 14. So unless he's got another Thopter Foundry or something, I mean, it's kind of over. I don't know what the point was of sacking a Thopter Foundry. I don't know what he's doing here. Okay. I'm letting him do his thing. He's trying really hard to dig. However, not a whole lot he can do. I've got the Torpor Orb to stop the sword, so he can't just, oh hey, I'm gonna tap out and make a bunch of tokens. No. He can't do anything with Witchbane Orb. Now, like, the Aether Grid or anything else. I've got the bridge locked down, and I've got 2 orb welding jars. And normally this deck actually works really good when you just lock them up like this or something, you mill them out. But since I've got Tezzerator, and he's bringing it himself, and we are kind of like a, I'm a mono artifact prison lock, and he's playing some version of Tezzerator. They're similar in that what he's doing, he's trying a lot, but at the same time not. Does that make any sense? Just, Liliana the Veil, I don't know what you're trying to do here. Okay. So he plays Liliana the Veil, targets himself to sacks a Scrap Trawler to get back a Chromatic Star, and he's going to draw. So basically, he's still in survival mode. He's doing everything he can. He can't beat me. Need 3 wear, tear, and 1 turn. GG, man. Oh, he left completely. Yeah, so that's, like I tried to tell him, wear and tear doesn't do it, Liliana doesn't do it. So I do like this deck a lot. I'm going to be actually using this deck in a couple GPs, and I'm going to see how things go with that. So I'm going to see you guys in the next video.